Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about our solar eclipse on April 30th in the sign of Taurus. So this solar eclipse that we're dealing with on April 30th in the sign of Taurus is going to be really amazing energy. And it's really where you've been working on in your life. And it's going to bring some great possibilities, not only for you, but other people as well. So let's talk about it. This is going to be a partial eclipse, so it's not going to be as strong nearly as a total eclipse, but it's still very, very powerful, and people are going to feel it. Although it's going to be only visible in Antarctica and maybe a few places in South America, the rest of us are just going to feel it and not get to see it. I know everybody will have beautiful pictures online for us to see. Usually within an hour or so, you'll start seeing some beautiful pictures. So let's talk about this. This solar eclipse is really about, like, the sign of Taurus is all about giving ourselves value, and it's kind of finding our own inner value. Taurus is always about inner value, beauty, talent, who you are on the inside, who you were meant to be, your life purpose. People are going to feel this more and more of coming up as we get closer to that time frame, and then for the next 6 months afterwards as well. Let's see, kind of the eclipse part of it is, you think about, like, when you turn off all the lights, at first you're like, oh my gosh, I can't see anything. And then as your eyes adjust to it, you start to be able to make out things. You can start to see maybe the moonlight reflecting or whatever it is in your room. So once you get used to that light being gone, you start to see so many other things, and you see them in a different way, in a different light. And that's really what a solar eclipse is all about. So this is kind of an interesting energy of allowing us to see things that are normally hidden from view. And we're talking about our inner value, our inner core. What do we want to change? And truthfully, it relates to kind of how we see our past. So many times when people are born, I just read an article about this. It's like when people are born, they are given like a name and a religion, and dictated by the color of their skin and the color of their eyes and who their parents were and who their parents are, all of that kind of stuff. In a solar eclipse, you get to see yourself for who you really are, in the core. And so that's going to be a really amazing, eye-opening solar eclipse for us. So that's going to be just like amazing. This insight isn't really to drag up like old stuff excuse me, or reliving painful events, or kind of like old things that you kind of like, I thought I let go. It's not about that. It's kind of really seeing it as the life lesson. What did you learn as a life lesson in this? What did you learn as a life lesson in this area of your life? And so it's going to give you a new insight into what's going on in and around you. It's going to give you hopefully a new positive way to reassess what you want out of your life. And it a lot of times really pushes you in almost like a quantum leap forward of where you want to be in your life. Like, where do you want to go in your life? And so that is really amazing. It can cause a little bit of upheaval or a little bit of chaotic energy around you if you haven't been working on your stuff. If you haven't been working on you, then it will bring up stuff in you. And you may have been working on your stuff, and you'll see someone else like, they're really struggling because they haven't been working on their stuff. And you can really know sometimes, like, people give you that lip service, like, oh yeah, I'm working on my stuff, but they're really not. So this is a time to kind of like, okay, who's really working on their things? And it's not to judge them, but to know that maybe you need to pray for them a little bit more, or not be afraid of like uncovering what's there. I would say specifically, really, this energy is also allowing us to kind of like connect with what we want in life, what we require in our life, where do we want to be in our life, and really connect to that energy. And so as we get closer to this, know that this is the time to really connect with our solar eclipse, and it is going to be an amazing one. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.